Hi everybody, Abby Normal here in nature again. Um, so I'm trying to decide what I'll talk about today. I had kind of a cool conversation this week about remote viewing and kind of alluded to me as a remote viewer, which I never considered myself a remote viewer. So my interpretation of a remote viewer is you have me sitting here out in nature, right? So I take the time to go into a meditation, and then I go, let's say, downtown New York, and then I can see exactly as it is happening downtown New York with people, and there's the license plate of that taxi cab exactly as it is, and all the events taking place. Or I could remote view over to Mars, sees exactly what is going on Mars, that sort of thing. So for me, I've been thinking a lot about what it is that I actually do, and I was surprised to discover that indeed I could consider myself a remote viewer. I'm just a different kind of remote viewer. So how would I define myself as one? So when I do energy work, I can project myself into anything. I can project myself into a blade of grass, into a tree, into a bird, into a planet, into an experience, into another human being. I can do that. I can project myself into a water droplet. I can project myself into a number, into a geometric shape. I can project myself into anything. We all have the ability to project ourselves into anything and then learn what is the wisdom within that essence, right? And so what I do what my experience is when I enter into the essence of another expression, I get the ability to remote view what is actually within the heart of that one. So when I do a soul rebirth journey, for instance, when I do a psychic wisdom service, so either we explore just the wisdom of your questions, I can journey into your questions as it aligns with your spiritual identity, as it aligns with different factors and what my spirit guides have to say about that. Or we can go into your actual essence and do energy work to help alter your definition of a reality. Our definition of a reality is based on the way we feel about ourselves. It's based on the true identities within our own hearts. A lot of ourselves are very vulnerable. A lot of us are, we don't realize how much we hide of our true selves. We don't realize who we truly are on the inside, because so much of our world is based on trying to fit in, trying to fit the mold, trying to do what is right to stay on top of this world and be aligned with the day-to-day routine. We aren't used to just being ourselves, just actually being ourselves. And if we did be ourselves, maybe people would not relate to that. And what truly is being myself? Well, I got tattoos and I really like tattoos. Well, what does that actually mean about you? What do you actually, how do you want to define yourself? You can keep going deeper and deeper and deeper into the whys of what you choose for yourself in your life and what is the appeal to that, and go deeper even still into the meaning behind things, to truly know your essence and the purest level of understanding. So for me to be a remote viewer, to actually get to know who you are on an intimate level in a way that sometimes you can't even admit it to yourself, that says something. So what kind of remote viewer am I? I can see into the heart of you. I can tell who you are on a level that would make you feel vulnerable. You can't hide who you are from me, because you are energy, and you are energy as an essence of what it is, in fear, in ego, in anger, in love, in joy, in total purification and harmony. I've experienced all kinds of spiritual atmospheres, all kinds. And the reality behind everything I experience is love is the only truth. Love is the only thing that is real. So I just wanted to share that, a different perspective on what is a remote viewer that can see into the heart of things, to see into the truth of who and what you are. There's something special to that, right? This is kind of an interesting topic of conversation, as it sort of aligns with another contemplation I've been having the last weeks about divine feminine reflections, about the way women portray themselves in the media, the way women portray themselves in our communities. What is the definition of being a woman in this world? How do women fit into society? How are women allowed to be acceptable? So you have women who express themselves on the outer front as best they can to fit in, when deep down inside they feel ugly. They feel like their body is not that of a goddess. They're ashamed of the different aspects and qualities of their true essence. They try very hard to become sexy and to become the most eye-appealing, candy in the basket, so they can get more attention, they can be more successful, they can be more likable, because sex appeal, attractiveness is always the best, is always the most valuable aspect of anybody, right? How attractive you are is the most valuable asset you could possibly have in this world, right? Or is getting to the heart of what is truly behind that face. I cannot emphasize enough the oddities I've been experiencing, and I really don't watch television very often, but I happened to catch, I don't even know what the show was because there was no volume to it, but you have a lineup of extremely beautiful women. You have a blonde, you have a brunette, you have an African, you have all the different races, and they're all just absolutely gorgeous. But the thing is I was so disturbed inside myself because they all looked like clowns to me. Never in my life had I seen it before. But women who saturate themselves with makeup, they're actually putting on a clown's face. They're wearing fake hair. They have fake body parts. And yet they're so stunning. They're actual legitimate bodies. They're half organic, half not real. And some of them may be more real than we know, right? But there's something to the appeal of this world and our need to view things as they are on the surface, versus being a remote viewer to see the true heart of things on the inside. Are you a remote viewer? Are you able to see the true heart of things on the inside? You can develop this skill very easily by choosing to go deeper and deeper and deeper into every single choice, every single aspect of why you want those things in your life. Why do you want those people in your life? Why are you so vulnerable whenever that person comes around? What is it about them that you actually don't like? Or maybe there's something that you don't like within yourself and they just bring out the worst in you. So you need to find acceptance of that. There's so many different layers to this conversation, but I just want to make a nice short video to kind of talk about my perception on remote viewing and a different and alternative. There was a branch that just fell there right before me. It could have knocked me out. I'm okay. I did not remote view that was going to happen. Anyway. So I just wanted to share that, just a new perspective on this topic. So thank you for joining me out here in nature, and thank you for taking the time to take in the conversation of this video. If you would like to get to know me through a psychic session, I would absolutely love to connect with you and share my unique spiritual gifts to help you in your life. If you're interested, my website is abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. So thank you for watching my video. Thank you for joining me outside, and I hope you have a wonderful day.